Welcome back to Paper Mario on that ominous note.
What an ominous return.
I think my favorite Fortress theme, though, might be from Mario World.
Yeah.
That's got to be the best one.
The only one that comes close is actually New Super Mario Brothers on the DS. Has a Fortress theme and it has a castle theme, like the major castle theme. The major castle theme is great.
I love that one.
But the Fortress theme was just kind of a repeat of the Mario 3 Fortress theme, which I never really cared that much for because it's too minimalistic.
Right.
It's foreboding, but it's too minimalistic. But I guess I think anything's better than like Mario Brothers, the original Mario Brothers dungeon theme was like it's so repetitive.
Just you might as well put Sandstorm in it.
That sounds amazing.
Wait, yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Actually, no, save that for Mario 3 Desert Level.
Actual Sandstorm.
Because it's Sandstorm.
Yeah, it's just Sam's anywhere.
Now, this here is Bob-ombs, obviously. They have a regular attack that don't amount to shit. Their real threat, however, comes from when you strike them once, because that'll light their fuse, and then the next strike, they go kablooey, and then they'll go kablooey. That also takes the experience points you get for killing them with you.
Oh, shit.
Also, that's kind of why you're going to want your partner with you to be Kooper. Because Goombario Kooper can destroy the things, no problem. If Goombario gets hit by an explosion and attack like that, and there's other enemies to go, you're out your partner for a turn.
Oh, damn. So just
your partners have no HP of their own.
Yeah.
So basically, everything you got it. If they ever get hit by anything, so if they get hit by anything, that's it.
By the way, I did love how
Kooper, let's leave.
I do love how you tapped into your inner Goombella when you said this is a Bob-omb, obviously. You should know what this is, dipshit.
These are Bob-ombs from the hit Nintendo game Doki Doki Panic.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I know.
Technically, they are.
All those enemies from Mario 2 were Doki Doki Panic enemies.
Yep.
Oh, I was thinking Doki Doki Literature Club.
Including, whatever talks about the Bob-omb. Like a Doki Doki Literature Club.
No, just mostly just
That's supposed to be
the
your clue on
knife
how to
and the
get that
rope.
badge.
Knifing and it's like
the knife and the rope.
some 8-year-old was like, oh, I wonder what they're talking about. I should try this Doki Doki.
What's this literature club game I've heard so lightly of?
That game's sequel never came out, right?
No.
Like it just
got a whole bunch of remixes.
What happened? I have to wonder. I mean, obviously, like that game was released pre-pandemic. I want to say.
Oh, I
believe so.
I thought
Yeah.
it was post. But
No, it was pre-pandemic.
no.
And then, like, everybody played it, everyone enjoyed it, and people still are fans of it. And the fucking second game, I guess, never fucking came out. I wonder what happened.
I didn't even know a second game was supposed to happen.
Yeah,
There was
I
supposed
didn't
to
know
be. There was like some sort of like augmented realities, like an ARG certain element to
Oh,
it
okay.
that eventually led to hints to releasing a second game, but nothing ever came out of it. So I guess false alarm.
So here's where I try out some tactics.
We're never getting DDLC 2. We're never getting Yandere Simulator. We're not getting GTA 6.
I don't
for like
think
5
everybody's
years.
gonna. I don't think anyone's gonna lose sleep over Yandere Simulator.
Nah,
Because
not
Yandere,
the
from what I
slightest.
understand, the creator of Yandere Simulator is a piece of shit.
Yes, he is.
So
Well, then again, so is the guy behind Five Nights at Freddy's. Because he's repeatedly
that is
donating
a
to
whole
charity.
other.
That's a whole other
can of worms. But
Yeah.
you're not wrong. That's a whole other can of worms.
So I decide here to put them all to sleep this time, and then I just use Kooper to sweep through them fast. This way I ain't got to worry about bomb threats.
I didn't know you could put bombs to sleep.
There's a lot. Yeah, status magics in Mario Party are.
Yeah, there's an entire department of the police department that handles that.
What, putting bombs to sleep?
Yeah.
No, you see, I don't associate. I don't associate bomb disposal or bomb diffusing as putting it to sleep.
I just love how you say like, oh, I'm doing this so we don't get any bomb threats.
Yeah.
Hey, what'd you get in the mail? This is a non-open Ted Kaczynski Unabomber package.
Oh, they sent me a clock. It's ticking.
Get rid of it.
And then I just start a perfectly good alarm clock.
Yeah, right.
Now I'm stuck until I win. Again, this is really where you should have Goombario for the most part.
That's freaky.
See, that's
looking.
less paper aesthetic. You're more reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Reality is often disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, look at Mario here. Anything touches him and he doesn't approve of it, it dies.
And that's kind of why. Like, I feel like if you had a sort of cardboard thing going on right there, if you did that some way, I think it works better. To sort of keep harping on this, you talk about.
No, I do something later.
There's a purpose to this later, yeah, but it's not now.
Yeah, I messed up.
Matt's just jerking around right now.
Yeah.
But
That's why
the idea that, like,
this is what it's like to have ADHD.
but the idea that the world is paper, and then they make it paper, and it's sort of like it sort of forcing the joke on you. I would argue that it was already there. The implication that the world is paper and that it's crafted, it's already there. I just think that they aesthetically matched it later.
No,
is that they made everything look more like paper.
What I'm arguing is not it being there, is it being pointed at.
Notice it getting faster?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is getting faster, so there's a purpose. Oh, look at that. Oh, fucking corn
Wait,
payout.
Mario walks into a room with enemies and he just touches them.
Every game has the paper aesthetic, but I feel later games point at it. Like, look! It's made of paper.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can see that. I'm not a fucking idiot.
I would argue that they didn't do that so much as when the graphics got better and the capabilities got better, they were able to take better advantage of the jokes because they already did it. And that's sort of my point that I'm trying to get to is that they already did that here. They already pointed out that it's paper. They just graphically didn't have the ability to go any further into it. And then as the graphics got better, they were able to do more.
I think it's less graphics and more so what you can do, because you got to remember this was on a cartridge, and back then it was like chiseling ones and zeros.
Well, it was also the year 2000.
The only difference between cartridges and CD-ROMs is space. That's literally it.
I mean, to be fair, we have Resident Evil 2 on the N64.
My point is the way you code the game doesn't really change much from my understanding. It's just how much can you put in it.
Yes.
Because cartridges did not have much space back in the day. Which is a big reason why Final Fantasy, for instance, moved to the PlayStation because of CD-ROMs.
Yeah.
But I would say to continue that argument, they had more than enough opportunity and technology to really do that sort of thing with Thousand Year Door, especially that the game.
Yeah, which Thousand Year Door is the one that I think really started to go into it, and then. I would really say Color Splash was the time that I thought, oh my god, this looks amazing. Yeah. I was amazed.
Well, they all look good.
But for as much as Color Splash got crap for being the game after Sticker Star, Color Splash I thought was a gorgeous game. Probably one of the best looking games on the Wii U.
Yeah.
For me, anyway, I think so.
And now we're jailed.
Damn.
God knows how
we were
get out of the bars.
I didn't know we were playing Monopoly again.
Oh no. That is Bombette. She's unique because she has a heart instead of the wind-up key for bombs. So obviously she's our next member.
Yeah.
It's funny, I never noticed that until now.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, like my mind immediately gravitates towards the ponytail fuse.
Yeah, the little ponytail fuse.
Yeah.
Which kind of also looks like it's on fire already.
Yeah.
It looks like a little flame.
We have minutes.
Also,
I'm here for a good time, Mario, not a long one.
Also, this is off tangent, Matt. When you're rocking back and forth and you hear the squeak of the sofa, I keep thinking your phone's vibrating.
I think you just keep ripping ass.
Oh, I'm ripping ass.
No,
too.
if he was ripping ass, we would have known.
Well, there's a certain level of vibration that comes with Matt.
Can it be both?
I like I have my own vibration.
He registers as a 3 on the Richter scale.
Ladies.
What the fuck, swipe?
Feel it.
So Bombette here failed to realize that she could have blown up the way out of here. So, whoops.
She has to be told about that.
Man, Bombette rules though. I love her. She's basically a high-powered goon. She's basically a high-powered Koopa in a way.
Yeah.
And her bomb thing could make like the Koopa shelled enemy flip over too. I just like to have her around to blow shit up.
But there's just also something very satisfying with just having an ally whose gimmick is concussive force.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Elliot?
I was gonna say, like, Bombette using hindsight, man. Hindsight was 10 years ago.
And this is general rule of thumb when it comes to what battles we decide to show off. We're still playing by the rules of if it's the first time we've encountered the enemy, we show it off. If Matt tattles on an enemy to learn more about it for the sake of conversation, we show that off. We also show off scripted battles too, because we technically fought these enemies before.
Yeah.
But the story requires that you fight these enemies, so we don't skip it because it's a mandatory encounter.
Yeah, that's where I start falling asleep on my timed hits. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Now-
wait, Mario.
Now, do you mean literally falling asleep, or
Nah, I didn't fall asleep once during this playthrough.
You sure?
See, this is what. See, but you know what though? There's a level of maybe insecurity is not.
Slam him in the nuts.
Maybe insecurity is not the right word to use. But if I'm getting ready to record something, an RPG or otherwise, and I was like, I hope I know all of the hidden text so that I don't look like a fucking joke. Like in this game.
Performance anxiety.
Performance anxiety, exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly
I
performance.
don't say performance anxiety. It's just more like, oh yeah, that was stupid of me.
Yeah,
It's all right. It happens
Because
to
you're
a lot
right.
of
It
gamers.
is performance anxiety because
Yeah.
your anxiety makes your brain and your skills go out the fucking door.
It's
Yeah.
not performance anxiety. It's just these descriptions that I'm telling you that are performance anxiety.
Right.
Yeah. It happens to a lot of gamers.
Don't ever fucking call me that again.
Yeah, that's a taboo word.
Gamers.
No. He's a straighter. It's okay.
He's a gamer.
It's a what?
This is straightmer.
I never heard that one.
Oh shit.
Hey, what's going on, bombers?
What up, bombers? It's your boy, Streamer.
Well, the Bombers brothers from the Bombers Society from what's his
Majora's
name?
Mask.
Majora's Mask.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
take up streaming. Oh god.
That's fine. I was reminded of Majora's Mask when you went through the astral area where you fight. Where you see the star spirits for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm reminded of the observatory.
That's what I kind of thought too with the Technicolor color ground and
The
all.
themes are also kind of similar too, in a way. They're very wavy, like techno sort of aesthetic. That you get from
This
it.
isn't wavy
Like-
gravy at all.
Like
Wavy,
synth
gravy,
wave?
and all.
Like synthwave or
I think synthwave. I'm terrible with identifying genres. Or,
All waves are all the waves, chill wave, synth wave, whatever. It's just fucking listening to a
Yeah.
synthesizer in the 90s. That's it.
yeah.
Refund. I like that badge. Too bad I don't use it much. Basically, anytime you use a item in the battle, you'll get a refund for the item for it.
you get reimbursed.
Yeah.
Refund in what way?
you get
some
coins, right?
You get wait. So you get the value of.
I don't think you get the exact value, but
that's kinda
but it's
busted.
not cheap.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
but you get something better than nothing.
Right.
While
Yeah.
having that badge equipped. So like you only have money to gain by having it equipped.
Yeah. Too bad
Okay.
for me. I don't use it enough because there's other badges I want to
You use it for a bit. Going off of the memory of me editing this footage.
Yeah, sorry. The only reason why I can't surprise them is because I can't edit. I can't.
No, I think it's a pleasant surprise when I'm scrubbing through this. I was like, this looks important. I'm gonna stop here and leave this in.
And then I tell you, no, I didn't do anything.
It was like, why the fuck did you leave that in?
This looks important. I'll leave that in.
What do you mean?
Leaves 2 minutes of Matt can't hit the
Chasing
fuzzies.
a fuzzy that he can't interact with. Well, how was I supposed to know? You did.
This is where they start getting a little, for lack of a better term, creative with the puzzles.
Yeah, it's a little puzzly.
Puzzling?
Puzzler's a word.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
puzzle-like.
No, it's a puzzle like, there you go, because he's a puzzle. It's like, puzzling?
Puzzly.
No, that sounds like the freaking Addams Family brother.
That's Pugsley. You know, Pugsley, Wugsley, Dugsley.
There's birds that do this.
And their favorite Uncle Lester.
There's birds that do this thing. That for some reason, the word's called perch, but like I feel like that sounds like an Addams Family character. That's lurch.
I thought that was a color. That's birch.
I thought birch was a tree.
There's just a tree and a color.
I thought,
After the tree.
I was like, birch could be a color.
I thought we were watching Addams Family. We are. That's not Gomez. That's just Raul Julia and Bison.
You know, I loved Raul Julia as Gomez Adams, but
Yeah.
the one thing I think, and it's not him, it's the costume and developer and the design
Yeah.
failure on that is that they make Gomez look attractive. I'm like, don't get me wrong, Raul Julia is a handsome man, but
Gomez
is supposed to look like a foot.
He's supposed to be conventionally unattractive.
Yeah.
No, he's supposed to look like a foot.
Yeah.
Like
No, I think
You're supposed to wonder what does Morticia physically see in this man.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be charming.
He's very
That was-
charming.
that was
Yeah,
the
he,
thing.
Raul nailed the charming aspect down.
Yeah.
The Netflix Gomez
Netflix
is actually
Gomez,
much more.
yes.
it's much more accurate.
Yeah.
I think-
I would agree with Matt. Like Raul Julia is too handsome to be Gomez, but fuck, he's a great Gomez.
Yes,
Oh,
he is.
yeah.
like he's a
He's
great
so
Gomez.
He made that iconic. Honestly.
He sold the charm
Yeah.
more
Absolutely.
than anybody else did.
Yeah.
Boom.
But I do like the Netflix one.
Yeah, so we're
from
actually
Wednesday.
Matt's backtracking out of the
Yeah.
dungeon for a bit to get something he can get now.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, no,
got
I'm the same way.
I got the bomb.
On repeated playthroughs, if I know once I get an individual ability
Power,
that allows me to
five,
get
man.
something now, I will get it now.
If you know you're going to use it, there's
If
no
you-
point
yeah,
in
yeah.
going back.
There's
to
no
get a
point in
bunch of
going back
badges.
if you're not going to use it.
Yeah, that
absolutely
you're
right.
not going to use.
I don't use it.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, no, never mind.
let's play purposes. You're showing that it's there.
Nope.
Who said that?
Just should edit that out.
No.
Oh yeah, you need the Roger Rabbit clip and the parts that I don't like. I'm gonna edit out.
This actually woke up to 2 sleeping in the water.
What the fuck? It's
Yeah,
time to go to
God.
work, asshole. Sleeping on the job again.
Yes.
Koopa.
Dude, I literally slept twice in my truck during the past week.
While you were driving?
No.
Don't say it out
How was your
loud.
night tonight, Matt? Yeah, watch 6 o'clock news. You'll find out.
And here we have a Comcast detective sleep in his bucket.
Man, sleeping
I
while
don't know how he does it, but for some reason, this person that works with this company is sleeping in the cherry picker. I repeat, he's sleeping in the cherry picker.
6 dead.
sleeping while you're driving hits.
Wait, people got confused. They heard snoring. They thought there was a bear out here. No, it's just a man sleeping in the cherry picker.
He needs a haircut.
sleeping while driving. What a wreck.
Yeah, like I know the guy. I know that he's sleeping, but every time I look at him, I just think like, wow, he's just a taller Danny DeVito.
Sentai.
And then I get the call
Oh,
the following morning.
oh.
You're fucking fired.
Oh, Sentai. Oh, that's what you said.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Now, that's a reach. What? Because
Sentai, hentai?
because it's so close to hentai.
Well, to be fair, there was more voices hitting, and it's
Fucking
like I didn't hear the
you
S.
Cooner brain child.
I know, right?
I clearly said Sentai because it's multicolored Koopas.
Yeah, but I know what I wanted to hear. The point.
I
was just-
acknowledge what you said, but I want you to say this.
And meanwhile, I'm here thinking to myself, these guys want to watch the Koopa Brothers hentai?
I mean, you know.
Yeah, they probably exist.
They definitely does. One time I accidentally downloaded the wrong Wizard of Oz movie.
I love that one.
The parody?
Yeah.
With they really go hard on the music. They go hard.
Yeah. go hard in a lot of things in that movie.
It's weird seeing a porn parody with a budget.
Yeah.
What's really funny is they did that all with a straight face.
Yeah.
I would have corpsed.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything special about Bullet Bills?
They kamikaze.
Is that
But
really
that's all they do. They're bullets. They live for the kill.
Oh, that was a pretty good Eminem album.
I kind of like Slim Shady better.
Wait, what was the name of the album?
Kamikaze.
Kamikaze or Bullet Bill?
Kamikaze.
I mean, that could be a name too.
If I recall, it is the same album that has the Venom song in it.
The Venom song?
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
You ever heard Venom by Eminem?
No.
Oh, damn.
How late was this?
During the first movie.
And again, Venom.
The first Venom movie?
Yeah.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if that was in reference to the Marvel character or it was just called Venom.
These things
I think
suck.
it's
They're
sort
bell
of like,
blasters.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about Venom, like, poison.
Yeah.
But they figured, hey, it's Venom.
We can
We
use
got a
it.
character named Venom.
Let's anyway,
I mean,
so-
let's be real. I imagine that's the same reasoning that went into the Sonic movie having
Like-
Gangster's Paradise.
Like, when you can, listen to the song, because it's actually pretty good.
No, that's a good song.
It's a very
That
good
is actually a
song.
good song.
That's why every time you play Marvel Rivals and the enemy team has Venom, you hear Eminem playing.
These things have very high defense, and they will shoot out bullet bills repeatedly, which makes this whole thing a pain in the ass. So make sure you have a fire flower ready.
Yeah, use your items here.
Refund.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You superheat a bullet long enough, and you will rupture the gunpowder.
Too bad I don't have power bomb, which would have blown them all up.
I like the way you said that when I actually recently watched the Fantastic Four movie with Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
And then, one of the things that, happened in the movie is, Victor, he's like, Chemistry 101, what happens when you freeze rubber? It's for some reason, that's what I thought of when you said that.
And off screen, and again, I leveled up. There's my HP going up.
Did you see the trailer for the new one?
Yes,
Yeah, looks good.
I am excited for it.
Looks good.
And I'm
looks
not
good,
that much
but
into
it's-
Fantastic Four, but the movie I think might
That's
do
the
it
thing.
for
Like,
me.
It's either going to be third time's the charm or third strike, you're out.
it's not the third time.
It's not third. This
is the
fourth.
No, I'm talking like in terms of recent memory.
no,
Not
no,
the
no.
Roger Corman movie.
No, because the second Fantastic Four movie was the same cast. This is the
No.
third time.
We're talking about the
Oh, wait,
1994
that's right. You're talking about the
unreleased
90.
Fantastic
Yeah.
Four movie.
Well,
Right,
that
I
was
know.
unreleased.
I don't care.
It counts.
It counts.
Everyone else counts it. It counts.
I count it by virtue of having my favorite Doctor Doom of all time. Because he has that fucking mask on, and they didn't ADR his voice.
Nope.
So you just hear him speaking through the mask, and he's barely
Well,
intelligible.
then again, it was unreleased, so they were probably going to do that in post.
Maybe.
I
But they
will
did-
defeat you, the Fantastic Four.
Fuck,
Could you
I'm
put
hot.
air holes in this thing or something?
I'm
It's
suffocating.
like Doom demands you.
See? See?
Give me an air hole.
That's what happens when you have metal for a face.
I can't breathe.
I'm going to die. Anyway,
fuck
this
is this?
here is Toy Bowser.
It's a Trojan horse.
Yeah, Trojan
Trojan
Bowser.
Bowser, which is my favorite brand of condom.
I dropped my Bowser condom.
That
Trojan
is for
Bowser
Magnum
condom.
Dong.
Spiked for her pleasure.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
I don't think that's how
Oh,
that-
God.
I like that the enemy's name is Bowser.
No, it's more like Bowser.
Bowser?
Bowser?
It can only hit you for 1 point of
Oh,
damage.
you got the color right. But I don't remember him wearing a rollerblade.
Bowser?
Bowser, I guess.
Or having a big
sure, why not?
stitchy fit. See, now this belongs in Yoshi's Crafted World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said
Yes.
Craft World.
Yeah.
Yoshi's Craft World.
Yoshi's crap sack.
Oh, I thought it was Yoshi's Crack World.
Well,
Hey,
I mean, that's essentially what the
don't-
fuzzies are.
don't-
so.
Kensington Island.
Don't
Yeah.
send Yoshi to Kensington.
Wow, Raccoon City sounds lovely. After like a quick 10 HP though, this thing breaks down easily, and then you got to fight the Koopa Brothers.
There is an image of Peach on the underside of the shell
Yeah.
that you will see when you get to the second part of this encounter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, not it's like the aftermath of this encounter. It's more
Oh,
like
okay.
The
what I meant to
Koopa
say.
Bros. One of my favorite fights in Mario Z.
Yeah. Oh,
God, they were so
episode-
good.
Episode 4.
Yeah, it was the
is
fourth
the
episode.
first encounter with them, and it's
It's such a good fight.
yeah. So I
Their
also,
attack
I also,
is basic. That attack is basically 1+ for every Koopa in the stack.
yeah.
So there's 2 ways you could go about this. Spam boom over there. What was her name again?
Bombette.
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 Spam Bombette's bomb
Bozette.
attack.
That's a different character.
Because yeah, right. And you blow them all the fuck up on the ground.
Yeah.
Just like and then they're no different than the regular Koopa trolls.
Yeah. Because
The only thing,
at the end of the
in
day.
fact, the only reason this battle takes me so long is because I wanted to tattle all 4 of them.
That's right. You do tattle all of them.
I do. I was
four?
like that fucking Randall in Recess.
But no. So obviously, like, I love that there's in reference to one Sentai and Ninja Turtles because the turtles.
Yeah.
Get back
Yeah.
on your backs.
But I also love their theme song.
No,
If you stack
notice
up on
though-
power blocks, this is funnier.
Yeah.
Notice though, they avoided any direct reference to the Ninja Turtles by making one of them black instead of blue.
Yeah.
No, I'm turning them black and blue.
Which is why at the end of the day, I think overall they're supposed
Well,
to be Sentai references.
Actually, wait, yeah, it's
Yeah.
2 of them because there's the black instead of blue and then the green instead of
See ya.
purple.
Or yeah, because
Well,
Well, I mean, either way, like you got Sentai.
Yeah.
You have those corresponding colors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they always have the Super Sentai characters. I think they
which
did
is
it
why,
with Toads
like,
later.
which is why I think overall they're meant to be Sentai references and not necessarily Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, in Color Splash, I think it was, they did Toads
Did that?
that were like that.
Wow,
that were
they
like
actually
a Super Sentai
introduced
team.
different colored toads. That's remarkable.
No,
because-
but just different color Toads.
That's-
not like
yeah.
Thousand Year Door, where they were interesting with interesting
That's
designs.
what I mean. Like again, this is not related to the paper conversation that we keep bringing.
yeah,
up.
this is the
and
design
and it's
problem.
the design problem that I have with the other games because starting with Sticker Star, they fucking gentrify the shit out of the world, where everybody is the same sort of Toad or the
Yeah.
same generic Mario enemy. I was like, dude, Thousand Year Door had so much personality and variety,
And
in
that's
its
it.
NPCs, and you just stripped all that away.
I know. And the best part, well, they're already dead by the time we got through that tangent. Yeah. Because all I just did was spam POW blocks, and then I just kept them off their asses that way.
Essentially.
Cowabummer.
They didn't have to get a chance to refund.
It's a picture of Peach.
Ew. Ew. I don't like that.
What? That's because one of them drew it.
No, it's not the fact that they drew it. I just don't like the way it's drawn.
Oh, you're critiquing
But that's what I mean. You're
Yeah.
critiquing the
Everybody's a
artist.
critic.
I'd rather have AI.
All right, hold on. Hold your horses.
You want Iverson to draw the picture?
Hold your horses, partner.
Different AI.
Not Allen
Different
Iverson.
Allen Iverson.
Hold your horses, partner.
I
I didn't say all that.
Elliot is like the world's most eternally disapproving dad.
By the way, this right here with the light shining out, I
Yeah.
always loved that graphic.
Me too.
Yeah.
There was something about that graphic. The
Black and gold goes great
smoothness of
together.
that graphic.
Well, frankly, black and gold just go so great together.
Well, it was just the motion of it, the smoothness of it. I always loved that, and this TV is destroying my ability to enjoy
I have
that
no idea what you're talking
because
about.
of its bad frame rate.
Audience is like, he's gaslighting the fuck out of him. No idea what he's talking about. No, but I understand. Like there are some graphical effects that you just never get tired of.
Yeah, it's so smooth.
My go-to example will always be whenever you get a new elemental scroll in Brave Fans Musashi.
Right.
Because it is a spectacle to see in action. I just love how explosive it is in your face. It's loud as fuck. But I just love looking at it. Anyway, that's it for
now.
Yeah, that's it. So we'll see you guys. This is a Sunday part, so we'll see you guys next Saturday with more Paper Mario goodness.
Ryder, we don't have another mistake on the meetup.
Who said that? Fuck.
This is your subconscious.
Why does it sound
Wait,
like Matt?
is
The
that
fact that my subconscious sounds like Matt
I'm killing myself.
implies a lot of shit that I don't want to get into right now.
Wait, isn't that the land from the end of Mario 2?
That's subcon.
Subcon.
Yeah.
That's it.
So how about we end the weekend with some more patron shout-outs. So shout-outs to Leif Erickson, Hinger Dinger Thinkless Mage, International Treasure, The Demo Man, Dan Moore, Hanson Aguatu, JMB723, Chase Wharton, That Guy Eddie, Peyton Talented But Lazy, One Hammy, Percival Burgers, and finally for tonight, Gamer Zorro. We hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have fun with your Switch 2s if you got any. And we'll see you guys next weekend with more Paper Mario. Have a good night, everybody.